President William Ruto has today begun a 3-day working tour of Migori County, and this becomes his first visit since the formation of the broad-based government. Of course, that and a host of different other stories what you're tracking for you this Sunday. You're on Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen. Arange. Byron Abuli is our sign language interpreter. And our medical services in Kakamega County are set to halt starting Monday, 5th May 2025, after doctors, including those serving on temporary contracts, announced their strike over the county government's failure to honor their collective bargaining agreement. Speaking during the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union Western Branch annual general meeting, National Secretary General Dr. Davji Atela outlined other pressing grievances, including delayed staff promotions, poor employment terms, inadequate health insurance coverage, and deteriorating working conditions. He also disclosed that over 11 doctors and consultants have resigned in recent months.
So as a union, we are saying a time has come for us to fully close the hospital from next week. Number two, we want to tell the county government, we want to tell the governor, we want to tell the board that by not promoting doctors, by not providing medical insurance, by not employing doctors in the right terms, they're actually in contempt of court. We don't want promises. We want the outcome of these things to be sorted out. Kakamega is on strike. We also have a strike in Marsabit. We have also given red notice for Nakuru County, Laikipia County and Kajiado County, who strike at commence on 24th of this month.
Limekuwa swala ambalo tumejadiliana kwa zaidi ya miaka miwili, lakini ni jambo gani ambalo county limetufanyia? Limeweza kutupatia majawabu ya uongo, limeweza kutuhadaa na kutupeleka mbele na nyuma. Sisi kama wanachama tumesema hatutakubali kudhalilishwa.
Solidarity forever, for the union makes us strong.
Another president has begun a 3-day working tour of Migori County, and he is expected to launch, inspect, and assess economic stimulus projects across the region. On Sunday morning, the head of state attended an interdenominational service at Migori Primary School grounds. Among the projects to be launched is the affordable housing project in Kehancha, Kuria West constituency. The first phase, comprising 60 housing units in Mabera sub-county, is already 98% complete and has attracted interest from investors within and outside Migori County. The president will also assess progress at Rio City Market, whose construction is at 90%. Once complete, the ultra-modern market is expected to transform trade for small-scale vendors, particularly those dealing in perishable goods.
60 units tumefanya for 1 bedroom, tumeenda 20 units, 2 bedroom, another 20, na 3 bedroom pia another 20, so total inakuja 60. Of late tumekuwa tukireceive wageni wengi sana, others from diaspora, others from within, coming in to check the houses, make purchase plans for the houses.
Mimi ndio clerk of works wa Rio City ESP Market. Kwa sasa project tumefika at 76%. Vile mnaona project inaendelea, tuko karibu kumaliza by mwezi wa 6, karibu 28th mwezi wa 6 tutakuwa tumemaliza project.
The government has set aside 4.7 billion shillings to finance the last mile electricity connectivity program in the coastal region. Speaking in Rabai sub-county of Kilifi County, Energy Cabinet Secretary Opi Wandai said 1.9 billion shillings of this amount will be spent on the program in Kilifi County.
Ile finance bill 2025 hakuna kodi imeongezeka hata moja, hata kidogo. Instead, kodi imepungua in almost every other aspect. Ushuru ambayo nyinyi mnalipa imepunuka katika Finance Bill 2025. Mradi wa Kanyumbuni unaenda kufaidisha zaidi ya nyumba 538.
Political tension is simmering in Homa Bay County, where a section of leaders led by Governor Gladys Wanga is threatening to withdraw support from the broad-based government if the killer of Kasipul Member of Parliament Charles Ongondowere is not identified and brought to book before his burial. Were, who was shot dead last Wednesday evening, will be buried at his rural home in Homa Bay County on Friday, 9th May 2025. Addressing mourners at the late Charles Ongondowere's home in Kachien, Homa Bay County, Governor Gladys Wanga, who is also the Orange Democratic Movement national chairperson, noted that the opposition's cooperation with the government should not be misconstrued for tolerance of harm against its members.
And I can tell you, we have said we are working together, but we did not sign up to assassination of our members.
This as she condemned what she termed as disinformation campaigns aimed at tarnishing the late MP's name.
The disinformation that has flooded social media, it is not by coincidence. It is well orchestrated, it is well mobilized, it is well funded, it is well run, and the idea is to cover up the murder of Were.
National Assembly Minority Leader Jeanette Mohammed pressed investigative agencies to act swiftly and name those behind the heinous act.
Naambia serikali kwa siku chache tunataka kujua nani amekuwa behind motive ya kuua Ongondowere, ni nani amemuua, kwa sababu gani, na huyo mtu hao watu washikwe na utiwe ndani mara moja.
Meanwhile, a section of Kenya Kwanza leaders led by National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichung'wah has faulted former President Uhuru Kenyatta for his latest remarks, encouraging the youths to voice concerns.
Unajua, wakati umekuwa kiongozi wa kitaifa, ulikuwa na nafasi yako ya kufanya mabadiliko ambayo ungetaka kuyaona kwa Wakenya wote.
And Kasarani Member of Parliament Ronald Karauri has urged Kenyans to give their views on the fate of the National Government Constituency Development Fund when the public participation exercise begins on Monday.
Hii public participation inaanza Monday. Mjitokeze tafadhali, sababu nyinyi ndio sauti itaunda hiyo sheria.
He spoke in Jiru while issuing bursaries worth 35 million shillings. And now very quickly we turn the crack to Migori County, where the president has begun a 3-day working tour in that area. He's currently speaking. Watch.
Wakulima wa miwa for the first time watalipwa bonus hapa kwenu Soni ama hapa kwenu Migori. That is our plan, to make sure that we commercialize, we bring a process of leasing that will make sure that we pay farmers on time, we pay all the employees, and we make sure that bonus is paid to our farmers. Unajua, tumekuwa na kampuni ya serikali inaendeshwa kiholela, mwisho serikali inakuja kulipa wafanyikazi, serikali inakuja kulipa wakulima. Halafu unajiuliza, miwa ilipelekwa huko, ikasagwa, ikauzwa, pesa ilienda wapi? Ndio hakuna pesa ya kulipa wakulima, hakuna pesa ya kulipa wafanyikazi. What happened? Ni kwa sababu management iko na matatizo. So that is why going forward, and we have seen it works, tutahakikisha ya kwamba kilimo inaweka pesa kwa mfuko ya wananchi. Kilimo ya kahawa, kilimo ya chai, ya mahindi, ya ngano, ya miwa, across. So watu wa Migori, mimi sitaki kusema kuzidi hapo. Mimi nimefurahi sana kufika hapa. Mimi nawapenda sana, nawatakia heri, na tuko pamoja, na tutashirikiana, na tuko pamoja mpaka kesho, na tupange mambo ya maendeleo kwa umoja wetu. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki, na nawapenda sana. Thank you very much and God bless you. Aya, ngojea, kumbe maneno bado. Huyu mungwana anaitwa Jeanette. Unajua ameniweka mtego. Anajua ya kwamba mimi ni mtu ya kanisa. Sasa amepanga harambee bila ya kunijulisha. Nimesikia tu hapa amesoma orodha mrefu. Sasa wewe Junet, kwa sababu umeniweka mateka kidogo, kwa hiyo pesa umekusanya, nitakuongezea milioni 10. Ndio muweze kusukuma maneno hiyo. Bas, asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
President William Ruto there speaking in Migori County, and as you've heard, he has revisited the issue of payment of bonus to sugarcane farmers there, of course, together with different other things that he will be addressing. This is in regards to that 3-day working tour in that particular county of Migori. Our very own Weekly for catches on that beat, and momentarily he'll be giving us a detailed report of how this day one of the tour will transpire. Back to studio. Women from the pastoral Maasai community in Narok County have been trained in reviving traditional drought-resistant vegetables as a sustainable way to combat climate change, enhance food security, and improve community health. Speaking at a traditional kitchen garden expo held in Narok, Betty Naia, Executive Director of Paran Indigenous Women's Group, emphasized the success of the initiative that began in 2005. She highlighted how organic farming has become a vital practice among local women, helping communities adapt to the growing threats of climate change. And as part of the initiative, the women received training on using traditional herbs and locally available materials such as ash to manage pests, an eco-friendly alternative to chemical pesticides.
Climate change has brought us a lot of challenges as Indigenous women and girls, and this is why we have decided to bring different types of food, especially the indigenous food that people actually used a long time ago. And why am I saying traditional food is because traditional food is good for their health. Traditional food is resilient to climate for now, because now we are experiencing a lot of challenges whereby we don't access more food, just like the past times when climate change has not affected each and everyone.
13 minutes past the top of the hour, due for our first break. We'll circle back with plenty more, including sports. Stay with us.
Je, umewahi kuwa na deni ya KRA? Basi usiwe na shaka. KRA wakishirikiana na KBC wamekuandalia roadshow murwa kabisa. Jiunge nasi tukufahamishe kuhusu KRA Tax Amnesty Program na jinsi utakavyoweza kusamehewa adhabu na riba na KRA. Pia tutakuwa tunakusaidia kujaza fomu za kodi za mwaka 2024 na kukusaidia na huduma za KRA kwa mtaa wako. Jumatano tarehe 7 mwezi Mei tutakuwa maeneo ya Thika Road, TRM, Mombasa Road, Pipeline, Bahati, Kariobangi, Buruburu Shopping Center, Fedha, Kayole, Dandora, Mwiki, Kasarani, tumalizie Roysambu. Kisha Alhamisi tarehe 8 mwezi Mei tutazuru maeneo ya Westlands, Kangemi, Uthiru, Kinoo, Dagoretti, Satellite, Kibra, Ngong Road, Nairobi West, Karen, Ngong na hatimaye Rongai. KRA, tulipe ushuru, tujitegemee.
Welcome back. Let's continue to inform you. And Kakamega Senator Boni Halwale has slammed Interior and National Administration Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen over his response to the rising wave of insecurity in the country. Halwale, who had attended the funeral of the late Rosalinda Wanga, who was brutally killed by unknown assailants in Mumias East constituency, called on Murkomen to take full responsibility and act decisively to curb the rising wave of killings across the country or resign.
Hawa wahalifu wenye walitenda hili jambo, I am very surprised kwamba bank manager sijasikia ameshikwa. Tellers wenye walikuwa kwa benki sijasikia wameshikwa. CCTV ilionyesha hao wakora wakiandama mwalimu. No arrests have been made. Waziri Murkomen, if you cannot assure us of security, then you are not fit to be the Minister for Internal Security. Our lives, our lives, our lives.
Patients with asthma in Homa Bay County have decried the high cost of treatment and the limited access to medication, noting that most of the treatment options remain out of reach, especially for low-income families. While marking World Asthma Day, the patients called on the county government to prioritize consistent and affordable access to essential asthma care. This and other stories in our county news roundup.
During the commemoration of World Asthma Day in Homa Bay County Referral Hospital, asthmatic patients called on the county administration to step up efforts in supporting asthma care by ensuring consistent provision of essential asthma drugs and enhancing support for those affected by the chronic condition.
County authorities to ensure that the essential tools like inhalers and spacer are available in all public health facilities.
If it got to a point where we reduced taxes on medication for not just asthma but these other non-communicable diseases, so that these medicines can be available to our population.
And sewerage treatment in Nairobi and bordering counties has received a major boost after the Earthy Water Works Development Agency, in collaboration with the Nairobi City Water and Sewerage Company and the African Development Bank, put up a 400-kilometer sewer line aimed at enhancing sustainable management of the Nairobi urban environment.
This program was to make sure that the inlet works are working. We have separated the solids from the actual sewerage so that we can be able to effectively treat it.
With this largely completed, we are expecting the operator of the plant, Nairobi Water, will be able to achieve the set target by the Environmental Management Agency.
Meanwhile, the Mombasa Agricultural Society of Kenya International Show Management has received equipment worth 300,000 shillings from the Security and Disaster Committee to boost security. The annual event, to be held from 3rd to 7th September 2025 at the Mkomani Showground, is expected to attract more exhibitors than ever before.
Usalama umeimarika kabambe, kwamba tuna vifaa hivi vitakuwa na sisi pia na askari wetu wa polisi ambao watatusaidia katika sehemu hii ya usalama.
Elsewhere, David Kiogora Kiambi, a vendor in Embu County, is demanding justice after allegedly being assaulted by 6 municipal revenue enforcement officers. The incident reportedly occurred in Runyenjes at the Embu East Sub-County offices on Friday, where he had gone to pay for a vending permit.
Kujaribu kuniwekea pingu na niko ndani ya ofisi. Nikapiga duru, wamenipiga mateke, wameniumiza kichwa. Pale ukiona kumefula, macho imefula, mdomo imefula, nguo amelarua na kukanyangiwa chini. Wakinitishia atileta kichwa.
A family in Kitui County is calling on the national and county governments to assist them in bringing home for burial the body of their kin who died in Saudi Arabia. The late Caroline Wambui was working in Riyadh, where she fell ill. Saudi authorities have allegedly given the family 3 weeks before they dispose of the body.
At the home of late Caroline Wambui, a fundraiser is ongoing.
This is a bid to raise 1.5 million shillings required to bring her body home for burial.
Na tukaambiwa mwisho ni tarehe 6. Tukikosa fedha hatutaletea huyo mwili huku na mwili watazika huko. Kwa hivyo tunauliza mtusaidie kwa haraka ili huo mwili usisiko huko, watoto wake wasiwe na huzuni.
With the harsh economic times experienced at the moment, the distressed family is now appealing to well-wishers in both levels of government to come to their aid.
Na sisi kama familia hatulali kwa sababu huo mwili ukiwa huko, lakini tukiuletea huku tutakuja kushukuru Mungu.
Ni alikuwa ana provide masomo, chakula, nguo, mavazi, kila kitu. Alikuwa ana provide, alafu hatuna msaada.
Kwa hivyo hii familia hakuna chochote kinaweza uzwa ipate hii pesa 1.5 million. Tumejaribu kuchanga na ile pesa tulichanga haikupita around 170,000.
The family can be reached and assisted through M-Pesa number 0740209807. Name Mumo Salim. Yusufar reporting for Lunchtime News.
The national government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening trade and economic sustainability through micro, small and medium enterprises. This comes as the State Department of MSMEs unveiled plans to boost business growth under the Nyota program. The Nyota program is a new initiative targeting individuals between the ages of 18 and 29, as well as people with disabilities up to the age of 35. PA State Department of MSMEs Susan Mangeni called on young people across the country to come forward and register for startups financial support, which will be rolled out in each ward.
Who are here and those who we are representing. Finally, I just want to say that
Nyota ni ile program ambao we are rolling out. 3 ministries coming together that are implementing. The Ministry of Youth, of course, who will be the owners of the parent Ministry of Youth, the youth themselves, and then the Ministry of MSME, who are supporting business, business growth, business training and stuff. It will be implemented in every ward, and we want to make sure that we roll it out across the country at the same time.
Lionside First Hospital, in collaboration with the Kitengela Rotary Club, has provided free eye treatment to over 300 individuals from the remote villages of Kajiado Central Sub-County. The clinic, held at Ilbisil Health Center, offered much-needed medical care to residents who otherwise could not have had access to such services. Patients who were suffering from various eye conditions were treated during the event. Those with severe cataracts were also booked for surgery, ensuring that they would receive the necessary follow-up care. This collaborative effort has provided essential support to the community, improving the quality of life for many individuals in need.
We as Rotaract and Rotary are partnering with organizations to help reduce the cost of cataract treatment, and that is what we are doing today.
Tumepitia mashida mingi sana. Hata tunashindwa kununua dawa, tunakosa pesa ya kununua, lakini tumeona Mungu ameleta hao watu wamekuja kutusaidia.
We just urge the community to look for the medical attention, or rather maybe even HASA eye screening, where they need to do a checkup at least twice a year.
Time for your sporting action now, and Kenya under-20 national team Rising Stars' only plan for now is to win their second match at the under-20 Africa Cup of Nations at all costs, as they work towards playing in the semi-final, if not final. Rising Stars will play Tunisia today evening in Egypt as they look to redeem themselves from narrowly losing 3-2 to Morocco in their opening game on Thursday night.
Minor individual mistakes cost Rising Stars in their opening game against Morocco, who were not at their very best, and they plan to ensure those mistakes don't occur again against Tunisia.
So hii game ya pili tumeplania, game must win, kwa sababu hatuwezi kaa hapa kama tukilizia game, hakuna vile tutakuwa bado kwa tournament maisha, tutakuwa tunatoka tournament. So vijana pia wako ready, wamesema pia watafight kwa sababu lazima tushinde hiyo game.
Rising Stars have a game plan of scoring early against Tunisia and reinforcing their defensive line, keeping in mind that their final pool game will be against a resolute Nigeria side on Wednesday night.
The plan, I won't go into details about how we are planning ourselves, but we really need to score early and defend well as a team, because the other match we really did the individual mistakes. We had individual mistakes in our back line, and we also wasted so many chances. We had individual wasteful of chances.
The team squad may not be rotated, but changes have been made on their tactical approach to the game that will be played at the 30th June Stadium in Egypt.
It was our first match, and we really did our best, and tulilose tu focus kidogo hiyo dakika ya mwisho tukatingwa, and according to game next yenye tunaenda ku approach, tumekuwa training, tuliona pale shida zetu ziko.
Lengo letu ni ku make sure tumequalify World Cup, na nikifanyia kitu kikuwa successful naweza sema shukran, kwa sababu pia kama mchezaji nitakuwa nimeachieve kitu moja kwa career yangu.
Last time tulicheza Sikafa, but AFCON is my first time. So with my first time scoring a goal, it's better, and nataka kuscore bao mingi.
After match day 1, Kenya's Rising Stars are third in Group B, behind Morocco and Nigeria, who won their respective opening matches.
Deputy Chief of Staff in charge of Performance and Delivery Management in the Executive Office of the President, Eliud Owalo, met and held productive deliberations with former Nigerian and Chelsea football star John Obi Mikel. The meeting explored potential partnerships aimed at identifying, nurturing and promoting local soca talent through the Eliud Owalo Foundation. Additionally, the two discussed linkages to prospective corporate sponsorship for local soca clubs such as Gor Mahia FC. Obi Mikel played for Chelsea for 11 years, where he won 2 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups and the 2011-2012 UEFA Champions League in a 14-year international career between 2005 and 2019. He played 91 times for Nigeria, scoring 6 goals. He went to 5 Africa Cup of Nations tournaments, winning in 2013, 2 World Cups, and won a bronze medal at the Olympics in 2016. Dennis Gakuo and Naomi Kimata emerged the overall gross winners in the men's and ladies categories during the 8th edition of the NCBA Golf Series held at the Thika Sports Club. Having attracted 270 golfers, Gakuo, playing off handicap 3, put on a commanding performance to card an impressive 77 gross, securing the men's top spot. Meanwhile, Kimata, playing off handicap 14, showcased consistency and grit to post 85 gross, clinching the overall ladies title. In Division 1, handicap 12 and below handicap 8, Edward Nyamu topped the leaderboard with 37 points. The Division 2 men's title went to Simon Kibe, who carded 40 points, while Veronica Wanjiku, handicap 22, emerged victorious in the Division 2 ladies category, 41 points. The NCBA Golf Series now shifts focus to the next event on its 2025 calendar, the 9th edition, to be held on 9th May at the Machakos Golf Club.
Hospitality of Thika Sports Club.
It's my first time playing on this course. It's a beautiful course, a bit narrow for the fairways. The bushes are very tough. When you go into the bush, you really struggle to get out. I struggled so hard. I've played better golf. I mean, with 1 year of playing golf, I believe I've played better golf in the past. But today, the course has really challenged me.
It's your participation, your spirit, and your love for the game that makes days like this possible and so memorable. We and NCBA are extremely proud to partner with Thika Sports Club, a club that holds such a rich history in Kenya's golfing landscape.
That's all the time we had for you this afternoon. Time for me to now exit and sit ground for the next program. This has been KBC Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange. Byron Abuli has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.
Rudimitwa.
Najiuliza lamkini amani itatoka wapi?
Mwenye macho wajishusha, wajiona kama ndovu.
Visa vingi vya ajali vinasababishwa na utepetevu wa madereva ama unakataa?
Ukiangalia huku nje kuna madereva ambao wajahitimu katika kuendesha magari haya.
Mimi nasema pia askari pia wanachangia katika usababishi wa ajali.
Gani kiyeyusho? Gani kingongo?
Na ni nazali ama kingongo. Na ya kiyeyusho.
Joto la mwaka huu. Mji huu una joto. Nazungumzia nini? Masuala gani?
Mabadiliko ya anga.
Mabadiliko ya hali ya anga, sio?
In Dada's diaries, we open the pages of life one story at a time, unfiltered, unscripted, and unafraid.
We were sleeping actually on the floor with the mattress. Alafu watunge afford hata kununua blanketi. Kwa tumekopa kwa duka mpaka ile
hawezi rudi hapo tena.
Hey,
kutoka Makadara mpaka Kileleshwa.
You can imagine.
You know the proper from rags to riches story.
Yes. Hey. We were supposed to do a sacrifice of goat. And he was supposed to give gold, real gold, to do the sacrifice. And someone is going to lose their life. How do you know you're going to die and you're okay with it? Through sacrifice. When they were doing the sacrifice downstairs, I was just thinking he's sick. He just got sick. When we got to the hospital, they did all the tests. He passed away.
Akisema ni Kisumu, jela ya Kodiaga utaipata. Hakimu